Hi, guys. Scientology, where are all the kids? Tonight, we're going to have a chance to meet some of the kids and have some conversations with some of the kids. There definitely is a big protest going on in Austin for tomorrow's opening. And they think, of course they think David Miscavige is going to be there, but who knows? It's the opening of their new space. So who knows what the truth is with that. But already it's interesting because it's even with the cops out in Austin, Texas, is that they, they're telling you, oh, you can't be on this sidewalk. It's all for the event. And then somebody actually called and checked with the event department and found out that, oh my God. Oh my God. I'm like,
I never let you go.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, he's a good hugger.
Oh yeah, it's a hug, baby. It's a hug. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
You're into crashing, trying not to be too tired.
Oh, I know.
My phone's like that.
Oh no, I have a battery in the car.
Oh no, you're good. I think we're gonna head out soon.
Hey guys. So, how was your drive into town?
We flew, so it was good. 2 flights.
Two flights?
Not too bad.
Okay, hey mister, how are you? Good. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Good. Yay, So, I know I'm like, okay.
Everyone's here. I think there's some over there.
Yeah. Well, it's because they left earlier today. How you doing? How you holding up? You're holding up the pole. So this is Christy. It's because you're texting me and I'm like, oh, she doesn't live stream, does she? It's the whole thing. Yeah.
You got it back.
Say the name of your channel so everybody could hear it.
LA was running off.
Okay, so this is Christy, Children of Scientology. And your channel, do you have a channel?
Good job, Audit.
Oh, Degraded Daughters, right? Yes, okay, yay. Okay, so Degraded Daughters. Okay. And Miss Laura, baby.
My sweet babe. Literally, Michael.
Laura FM, right here, girls and boys and ladies and gentlemen. And then my little lady here, how are you? Say your channel.
Hi, I'm Mrs.
Yay. Here are the kids of Scientology. Isn't it so beautiful?
It's me, Jane, it's me, Laura.
So I'm with all the kids. Of course, I call them all kids.
Somebody made them.
We're at La Poubelle. Just a local hangout now of just being able to say, hey mister, how you doing?
Pretty good.
It's funny, I saw the blue light casting on your hair and I'm like, did he dye his hair blue tonight?
Regular there.
Yeah, right?
But not yet. Maybe one day.
Well, I'm gonna do it. I've been talking about it, doing blue.
Blue?
Yeah, just
All right,
yeah,
all right.
just not the permanent dye, but just for fun.
Cool. That could be a cool look. You can pull that off.
Yeah. I think it'll be fun.
Right.
It's so funny. It's people see my hair and they're like, "How old are you?" I'm like, "I'm up there," but it's I was silver when I was in my 20s.
You were sober when you were
In my 20s. Yeah. So my hair went. It was yeah.
I'm only 24, but I'm already starting to experience some hair loss, balding. I'm
Propecia. Are you on Propecia?
not that, but Rogaine. I've been taking
Do
Rogaine.
Rogaine every morning. Get on Propecia.
I talked to my doctor about that, and she was like, "You should be on Rogaine." I started Rogaine 3 weeks ago, I want to say. She was like, be on Rogaine for at least a month before you decide if you want to do Propecia, because there could be other side effects, but yeah, I'm thinking that might be the move.
Yeah, because like I used to have like, here, I'm gonna mute it for a second. Talking personal here. Hold on, guys.
That's good to know, actually.
Yeah. Hey, Sam.
Thank you for letting me know.
How are you? Good to see you. I'm here with all the kids. Liz, Gail, degraded daughters, kids of Scientology. Say your channel.
Jacob Harkey. That's JACOBHARKEY. Feel free to come hang out. We'd love to have more community.
Yep. Yeah, I like to.
It's literally Michael, right?
Yeah, literally Michael, guys.
Heck yeah.
Yes.
You're on YouTube right now too?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube.
Right.
Yeah.
Give him a follow. Literally Michael.
Yeah, I always like to support everybody when I get out here.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Yeah, where's my little guy now? Let me say hi. How good to see you. How are you doing? Good. How are you doing, darling? How are you?
I love you. I love seeing you.
I love seeing you too.
The support you have. Oh my gosh, we need to call you and give us each one of you. We all need a literally
These are all
Michael. We all need a literally Michael.
literally Michael here. What's your channel? Say your channel.
Audit LA.
There you go. That's right. Audit LA. Yeah, you know what? These are all my kids.
Yeah.
You know, I've like, when I met Serge and when we first got together and it was like love at first sight.
I love him. It's okay. I love him. Like,
You could adopt him, you know.
I love him.
He's my husband, you know.
We all love Serge.
Yeah, all the women want to adopt him for their son. So yeah, no, he's fantastic. But I've heard like,
So are you.
well, thank you, darling. Yeah, it's like my love for all these kids out here and just what they've gone through and just their stories. It's just to be able to be me and have someone that they can go to.
Get it on!
Like I saw the podcast. I love your podcast. I really learn how to do that. But I enjoy your podcast too. Because I've been seeing your podcast. I love your podcast. And this is the best.
Yeah, I'm going to do more of those where I'm going to start doing interviews with each of them and just start doing. Yeah. Well, you should check out my one that's about magic. Okay, because like I was on one live for a long time, and then if you look at the background, there's a big art piece behind me, and that one's called Magic.
Okay, I'll be back, Michael. I'm going to drop people off and then come back.
Okay, baby. And it's. Oh, see you tomorrow already? Okay.
I didn't get my beauty.
Okay, baby. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay.
Not now. Like I can go online. I'm going to put it on mute. I know they want to.
Okay, so I will let you know when we're on our way back and pick you up, okay? No, you're that way, aren't you? Yeah, the Airbnb is that way, isn't it? Ooh, text. Oh, really? Oh, no. Well, the gravel's that way. Yeah, right? That one, right? Yeah, no, just text me the address, okay? And I'll let you know when we start to leave. Yeah, I think so.
If it's not.
Yeah, because I think it's probably close to, kind of like close to our place. That's what I heard.
Like
but I don't
halfway
wanna-
in between.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I think so. Okay, so we'll wherever you are, we'll come get you. Okay. Okay, go have fun.
Be careful.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So hey, Miss Sunrise, welcome. Yeah. So it's really beautiful just to be able to be there for the kids. But going back to magic, it's a really beautiful story because like I did this whole series of art. And a lady was going to take it to London and make them into posters because my art style is kind of like Peter Mac, Andy Warhol, right? And so
Whose birthday is it?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear you. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, right? Yeah, no.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday. Yeah, so I turned around and people kept asking me in the live, like at the end of the live, what's the art piece behind you? What's the art piece? And I'm like, oh, that's magic. And there's a whole story behind it. So, and I cut it down to 14 minutes, just the magic part. So check it out, okay? Literally, it's Meet Magic. There's a little thing that says Meet Magic, and it's about. Yeah, check it out. It's really. I mean, it's.
So you're an artist.
Yeah, I do tons of art. Yeah, I'm an artist. I'm a creative. So that's kind of my thing. Really? Because I think everybody can. You just find your style. It just takes breathing.
I like to make skits, so I do that.
Oh, so you've got your art.
I used to play in the band.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But I always wanted to paint people. And I like to write, but I always wanted to paint people.
I love it. I love it. I do. I love it. I do a lot of like we have a pet product for pets. It's all Eastern medicine for pets. It's holistic and it's in pet stores all around. And I created all the characters. They're all LA street names like Robertson, Beverly, Sunset. And so it's called Healthy Paws Herbal Labs. And it's
That guys, let's support small businesses and people that we have.
And you know what? Support your family, your furry family with it because that's so good because it's so much better than the Band-Aids that you get at your vet.
I may need to.
This is all Eastern medicine. It's all Chinese medicine for pets. It's called Healthy Paws Herbal Labs. Yeah.
Even for like cats?
Cats and dogs, yeah. It's super. I mean, it's fantastic, and like we are saving so many pets. It's like it's from so many. It's all natural. It's so wonderful. It's like I'm a designer, and I never thought I'd be like. I just started volunteering for pet rescues, and so I just was like, and every time I'd go there to these every time I'd go to a rescue event, I'd design it with them and all that, and I'd go and I'd hear all the pet parents going, God, I'd take my pet to the vet, and it's a Band-Aid, it's a steroid, it's a narcotic, it's a Western medicine, and it just masks the problem. And I'm like, there's got to be something better out there. There's got to be something better. And so I went on a mission, drugged Serge. Serge and I went out, and then Bravo called me and asked me to be on The Housewives with Lisa to launch her pet foundation. So I designed all that for her. Yeah, get out of here? Okay, bye guys, have a good night, okay?
Find the right one. You find a nice one.
Yeah, so that Bravo called me to be on The Housewives, so I was on The Housewives with Lisa designing the whole event. And in the park was a bunch of vendors. And there was this one vendor there, a little doctor in a little white coat with 3 boxes, and one said calming, one said allergies, and one said pain. And I'm like, what is this? And I looked at all the CBD stuff out there for pets, and it was kind of like, CBD is kind of like one thing fits all, and it's like it takes a month for it to actually really get into their system unless it has THC in it, which is not that good for a pet, okay? So I'm like, what's this? He goes, oh, it's Eastern medicine for pets. I'm like, does it work? You know, like, that's all. Does it work? And all of a sudden he goes, I know who you are. He handed me a box of it. And I took it. He goes, give it to your rescues you work with. And so I just gave it to all my rescues. And within like the week, people were calling, my rescues were calling me going, what the fuck is this shit? This works. And it does. It's just like, it's so beautiful. And so then I went back and it was cute because on his box he was missing a digit from his telephone number. So I'm like, how do I find you, you know? So then I went back to him and I said, look, how do you want to work together? And so next thing you know, we've got this, and I created a brand out of it. So I didn't just create a product on the shelf. I created a niche in the market that wasn't there. Yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's like so. Here, I'll show you. I'll give you this. Hi, darling. No, we've got one called No More Drama, and that's the one for calming. We've got one called Itchy Scratchy for allergy. We've got one for ouchie for pain.
I think that, the allergy one. One of it, it's easy, but so much meat to people.
Yeah.
And it works here for allergies for us, so I'm thinking it must be for them too.
Yeah. Can I give this to you?
I definitely.
Yes. Hi,
I'm taking off.
okay. Hi, good to see you.
I'll be right tomorrow.
Okay.
Everywhere or just here in LA?
Well, we're in pet stores all around here. We are, here, let me just. Yeah, but it's magic.
See, that's great. So we need to get it. Yeah, we need to get it.
I mean, anybody that has a pet.
Stores everywhere, guys, get his product in your local pet stores.
Yeah, it's just like it's so beautiful. You know, what you're doing is you're supporting the pets.
Yes.
You know, I had one pet store call me up last week, and this is like a really cool story, guys. He's like, Michael, and I'm like, yeah, Todd, what's going on? He goes, I had to share this with you, and I'm like, what? He goes, in the 20 years I've had pet stores, he goes, I've never brought in a product like yours that is not only brought all my clients all this happiness with their pets, but it brings my staff happiness because the clients come back and saying, oh my God, this is a miracle. It's like it works. It's like this 1,000-year-old recipes. The Chinese have been doing it for thousands of years. So it's formulated for pets. Eastern medicine. For you.
They're fighting? He's fighting? No, he says he's fighting.
Have a great day.
After you're done, leave my neighborhood.
Oh yeah, sure.
Hey, it's not your neighborhood.
Home.
It's not your neighborhood.
Home is where I
You
park.
leave your
This is my
neighborhood.
home. So thank
Sorry,
you.
I did get a little aggressive.
How's that?
Yeah.
Don't drug women.
Yeah, and don't support people who do.
Hashtag me too.
Yeah.
Hashtag it's
Your
all
neighborhood?
about consent.
It's all our neighborhood.
Yes, they do. I agree.
Yeah.
But we have a right to toss them back. That's how it works.
Yeah.
I'm not shocked.
Yes.
You don't want to go in there? No, don't do it.
So you missed the door.
It's a bad look.
Oh.
It's a bad look. Don't support rape.
Well, I think the owner here actually like instigates it, and these people go in there and they drink a lot, and they come out and they come violent. They're just like they're like a different person. Yeah. So.
And don't think that your boyfriend.
Hi
can't
guys.
do it
Hi
to you.
Mandy. Hi guys. So there's Mr. Serge up on top of DOA's
I
van.
would have willingly, but they want the excitement.
And there's Mr. DOA in his little.
Pass you out, so, because
squirrel outfit. He's back to Mr. DOA. It's so nice to see him out and about. And so it's just kind of like a chill night tonight, and that's the whole thing. Yep, Mandy's here. For you, right? Hey, Mandy.
She probably. She sent me lasagna.
Good.
Oh, thanks. You good?
Yeah.
Good.
I'm so like alive and happy with life, and
I love that.
I
Look at
can't
look at
believe
who we
the
have here.
support of people. I can't believe the support of everyone. $8,600 on my PayPal. So I bought some hammer staples. I'm gonna print some flyers. I'm gonna get a 4x10, 4x12
Canvas.
vinyl banner made up.
Oh, good.
Basically saying these two things. I think these are the two major talking points.
Here, guys, look at these here. These are
That's what I think is the two major talking points of this
Yep.
of this place.
this place. Yep.
And everything else would fall after that. But
No, this is it right here.
yeah, and so I want to get that in a big sign so that when you're coming this way and that way, I'm gonna try to find some of those A-frames that some of the restaurants use, kind
Yep.
of like the sign,
Uh-huh.
and so that one up there and then one up there, and then that would be a good thing about people coming in so they kind of know. And then I think we need to start using more. Yeah, someone sent that there. Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, highlighting it. I can't. The lore of DOA,
Yep.
I can't spell. I'm an amazing activist, but I'm never spell.
I'm dyslexic, and I like transpose
Yeah.
letters and numbers all the time.
I know what
like
the
the
words-
worst.
I
I'm
know
right
what the
there. I'm
words
right there
are.
with you. Okay.
I can't say them. I can't
Yeah.
pronunciate them, but I know what they are.
This guy here, he's a whiz at it. You know. I mean, that's a nice balance for me. Is like he just like he
Compliments you.
it totally does. It balances off. You
Thank God for
know.
like spell check and all.
Oh, thank God, right? I mean, well, but. Hold it up. Let's see it. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to see you as well. You know what I mean? Out here.
Yeah.
Well, it's so cute.
Those are the best poster board like side things.
Yeah, he is. He is
What?
totally on fire. He is totally
I'll
on
take it,
fire.
yeah.
I won't lie, they've been sending
You
people
know?
out to attack.
Yeah, so it's kind of interesting what's been going on here. You guys have been seeing it where, you know, these people, they go in there, they have cocktails, and the owner's like, oh, and it's a hub. It's a hub for Scientologists. You know, that you know the story. If you don't know the story, she supported Danny Masterson in the rape trial. One of the girls, Jane Doe 3, got drugged here, actually at her restaurant, and taken up the hill somewhere here in Hollywood and got raped and woke up the next day. So it's just really, really, really horrible. You know, and this lady has, you know, and then she writes, she was one of the ones that wrote a letter to the judge and said, hey, he's such a great guy. He would never do something like this. You know what? My question is like, how many times did he do it? You know, if someone's in that mode of mind and does something like that, they know what they're doing. And this was Jane Doe number 3, so they know what they were doing. He knew what he was doing. She knew what he was doing. It's just horrible. It's horrible that our world is filled with these type of people out there that do these horrific things to each other. It's like, where, I mean, I lived one time, and I loved it. I lived in the middle of Missouri, Columbia, Missouri, and there was 76,000 people there. And it's a university town, and then it would increase when school would be in, but I'll let them know, okay? And so, but it was like 76,000 people, and it was like so beautiful. It was such a peaceful, and just the environment was great. It was farms. I mean, I was like you hate it? well, maybe you weren't in the right place. But it's like, I was there and I was designing, so I was working. I was fortunate enough to actually hook up with some of the Walmart heirs and started designing their homes and their guest houses and their everything. And so I was just like here in LA, I'm a small fish in a big pond, you can say, but there was like, I was like a big fish in a small pond, and I was like, oh my God, what's going on here? But I love, hey Britt, yeah, I love Colombia. It was actually so beautiful. The people were so kind, so beautiful. It's like, it was funny, because I've done another, it's such a great little town. I've done, one of the other things I haven't talked about, I don't think yet, is I was working on a show, The Weather Tried to Kill Me. Yeah, the weather is the weather, it's like, but I grew up here in California, and it's usually warm here and sunny and a little rain now and then, but so for me it was nice to have the change in the weather, and it was so beautiful. I loved it. I loved the people. I really enjoyed the energy, and everybody was like super cool. And but one of the things I did, I was working on a show for the older folks in the audience here. I was working on a show called Silver Spoon with Ricky Schroeder, and I was a character called Boy Alvin, which was funny because I was a Boy George lookalike, and so I was on it for 9 episodes, and that was back in the 80s, and I was on there, and the art director on the set came up to me because we had talked a few times, and he was impressed by my outfit. And I know it's kind of crazy. I've got some crazy stories. My life has been, my life has been really beautiful. I've been really lucky, and I've been really blessed to have the life that I've lived and continue to live. And and when I think about these kids that are here that I introduce you guys to, I think about, they didn't have a chance to do stuff like I got to do. They didn't get a chance to follow their dreams or let their dreams follow them. They didn't even know what was out there in the world. I know, I don't look like Boy George. That's funny. Yes, you know what? And what happened is my agent called me up, and my agent said, hey, Michael, I don't know if you could pull this off, but could you go in for Boy George for Universal? And I was like, oh my God, I can do it. My sister and I look very similar. And my sister for Halloween, that was just like months before, dressed up like Boy George. And so I was like, if she could do it, I could do it. And I, of course, being as creative as I am, I just took an album cover, color by numbers, and I got a white, big old, kimono, and I made different numbers all over it. And so I went in on the audition, and I got it. And I actually was on another show called Wildlife as Boy George too. It was at another Universal show, and so they pulled me from there. I was on Motown Review with it. So yeah, I ended up being like a little Boy George for a while. But anyway, so I was on the show. The art director loved my outfit. He's like, God, you really got it down. And yeah, I love details of design. And so I turned around and was talking to him, and he goes, you know what? I've got this guy coming into LA from New York, and he is coming in to work with a company called Christmas Fantasy in Beverly Hills, and he's going to be doing Christmas trees for the celebrities, and he's looking for an assistant. Would you be interested? And one thing I learned a long time ago from my agent is to never say never and never say no. And so I went ahead and I said, sure, I'd be interested. And so I went in and I met the guy, and he was there just for a couple of weeks for the Christmas season. And Christmas Fantasy was in Beverly Hills, and they were just swamped with business. And we ended up doing, I did Liza Minnelli, I did Barbra Streisand, I did did I say the Spellings? I did the Spellings. I did Drew Barrymore's house, Robert Wagner. And so I just ended up doing Christmas trees to the stars. And so when I got to Columbia, Missouri, the word got around really fast that I did these really cool Christmas trees, signature Christmas trees. And lo and behold, I was like, when Christmas came around, I was just booked. I was booked all the time. And I just love it. I love it. Even now, I'll do one Christmas tree a year right now. So I'll just put out thank you, Jamie. I'll put out a message to all my clients that says, okay, I've got one slot open, and they'll grab one. Sure enough, one will just say, okay, I'm there. You got it. And it's crazy how much the trees cost, because we're talking about like these houses that are just so like 30,000 square feet. Hey, hi, Free Xanu Project. How's it going? Yeah, and so, I mean, I remember when I was doing the Spellings, I was sitting there decorating the tree, and the whole family, Erin, Candy, Tori, and her brother was there. I forget her brother's name. And they were all sitting on the sofa. Aaron was smoking his pipe like this. And all of a sudden I look at the kids and I'm like going, oh my God, you guys, you need to come up and decorate the tree with me. And the kids were just young kids at the time. And Aaron just looked at me and goes, well, that's what we pay you for. You decorate the tree and we'll watch you. And I did. I sat there for days decorating their house for Christmas, and, became the next, little magical Christmas elf in Beverly Hills. And I love it. I love it. It's like, it brings me my center, my happiness. When I do a tree, it's like, it is so cool. I'll show you guys one time. I'll post it in a picture somewhere that you guys could see one of my trees. But yeah, the last tree I did, it was funny. I did a tree 2 years ago for a client, and she never had me do a tree for her. I'd always do her events for her. And she had me do her tree, and it was like, so I did it all in pinks and the tones of her house, and just, it was so beautiful. And she walked in, she had left for the day, she came in, and all of a sudden she looked at it and she's like, oh my God, I love it. And she just loved it. Well, then her son had a little boy, and this was his second year this year. And so he goes, Mom, I really like the Christmas tree Michael did last time, but can you have him switch it out to more of a traditional one this year for my son? And so it was just ridiculous. It's like I had to run around at the last minute, because I thought I was just going to go in and actually just do the exact same tree for her and just, do it a little differently with all the same stuff that we had bought before. But we ended up having to go out and buy all new stuff for their tree. And we're talking about a tree that's like probably 15 feet high. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's just crazy. It's another playground. I always say people get to play in playgrounds that they want to play in. And my playground is art, design, and now the mission with the pets and the mission with Scientology kids. It's, how did you end up back in Mo from LA? I'll answer that in a second. So that's kind of like, so we all are in different playgrounds, and no playground is better than another playground, except for when you're talking about cults. That's the wrong playground you want to be in. I mean, just think about the people that have been inside of Scientology for how many years? For how many years have they been in there that they've never, kids have grown up in there and they're still in there, and they've never had a chance to live, hey Carrie, to live a life outside and to do their dreams and to live, it's just like, it's a whole different thing. So it's just like, I've had some pretty amazing playgrounds that I play in. But how did I get to Missouri? Well, it was chasing love. Let's put it that way. You know, I was a national spokesperson for a software company in my early 20s. And I was traveling back and forth all around the United States, teaching people how to run their business, designers how to run their business.
What's happening right here?
What's happening right here?
Why is everyone over here?
Because we're protesting La Poubelle, where Danny Masterson raped a girl. He drugged her here and took her up to
Where did he live?
But how is it?
Who is Danny
She supported him.
Wow.
She wrote a letter.
So how is it this? Well, the place you own this place?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
how?
he brought her here and actually.
And he lived across the street?
He lived up the street. He took her to a house up the street.
So he went to a local restaurant, and then whatever happened.
Not this restaurant right here. Not local. This restaurant right here.
Well, local, you said up the street.
No. He drugged her here, and then took her up the street and raped her
Where did he rape her? At her house?
at a house up the street. I don't know the address.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out everything going on.
No.
My bad.
And then-
bro. I don't have like the whole information.
Well, you should check us out on YouTube and just like start following us, and you'll learn about. And like a lot of these are
How do you guys get together and all that?
Well, a lot of these are kids that grew up in Scientology.
Do you want to hit this, by the way?
No, I'm good. Thanks.
Okay.
Grew up in Scientology. We were born in Scientology, and
I don't know the negatives. I've seen that one woman from Kings of Queens. You remember that show?
the negatives.
The Queen.
There's 127 people watching.
Yeah.
And just like
You know the Queen.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
the King.
Well, no, they're
You know the King of Queens.
They
The
support.
TV show?
Yeah,
is that YouTube live or
this
what is
is
this?
YouTube Live.
Oh wow.
Why is this guy coming up and filming me? I'm not doing anything. Please don't film me.
Yeah. No, this is the First Amendment right for us to do this, but it's just like,
that's
but
fine.
no, but there's children in there that have been sexually abused.
In here?
No, there.
Well,
Yep.
I'm not allowed in there. I'm not a Scientologist.
Right, but Scientology. I mean, there's pedos in there. There's. I mean, it's.
Is there proof and shit?
Oh yeah, there's proof.
Well, that's
No,
not okay then.
no, it's not. So that's why we're protesting.
But why is La Poubelle? Because it's across the street.
Because
like,
this
imagine
is like a
a
hub.
person
This
wants
is a
to-
hub for Scientology.
No, well, think about it like this, right? For me, example, right?
For you.
I live. I live.
got like a bottle of wine or something.
Like if you live across the street.
There was
from
3 girls
somewhere-
that he got convicted for that got raped. The Jane Doe number 3, he brought here for dinner. And drugged her here, and then took her home. And by the time he got her wherever he was staying or wherever he was going, I don't know where he lived at the time, but raped her. And she woke up the next morning. You know?
All right, let's jam.
Yeah, no. But no, hey, thanks for stopping and saying hi.
Thank you
Check
for
it out.
explaining it.
Yeah, no, check it out.
What's your?
It's literally Michael.
Here, give me your Instagram.
It's YouTube.
I like to learn about this stuff. It's very interesting. It's for like I live around the area, you know.
Yeah, you got to.
And it's like, you know, if someone's doing something not great,
No, it's not.
I don't want to
great. It's
support
not-
it.
No, I'm supporting it. I support it. I was never in Scientology. My
You were in Scientology?
no, I wasn't.
Because I said the only person I know is like the lady from the Kings of Queens.
No,
Remember that?
yeah, this is my husband right here. Yeah,
I don't know much about it, brother. Sorry, I apologize.
I'm not expecting you
Okay. Thank you for coming up.
Yeah, so
Thank you for voicing your opinion.
yeah,
Sorry about that, sir.
it's all good.
You seem like a very logical person.
Oh, thank you.
I have to go.
Go. Okay. It says that.
You good?
Yeah, I think right there. There you go. There you go. No, that's not me. I don't know why it's at literally Michael.
Yeah. Is it literally Michael?
At literally Michael on YouTube.
Oh no, this is Facebook. This is
Oh no.
Instagram.
Oh yeah, no. You want to go to YouTube?
you drunk?
No. I thought you were on YouTube. That's why I'm like, going, what?
No.
No, go to YouTube.
I don't really use that, but okay, here you go.
Well, that's where you'll learn a bunch about Scientology. Yeah.
Dude, I'm not a Scientologist, man. I'm Jewish.
Yeah, but can you imagine having kids and all of a sudden?
I'm not interested in any form of Scientology building, brother. Or their what's his name? The guy 50 Leagues Under the Sea. I forgot his name. and not interested in that.
That's me right there, okay?
All right, man. It's nice to meet you.
Likewise, be good, okay?
Hey, be safe, please.
Yeah,
dude.
you too.
Some people like my
Oh, no, there's been a lot of like chaos coming out of there. Thank you, I appreciate it, thank you. I know they come out drunk all the time.
Remember?
Yes, Matthew, how you doing? Good to see you, good to see you.
You guys want anything? I'm going over to get something.
I'm good, thanks. Yeah, so I forget where I was. Oh, Christmas trees and following your heart, and so that's how life, takes you to different places. And I love being able to travel. I love traveling. I've lived in New York. I've lived in Chicago. I've lived in Denver. I've lived in Florence, Italy. That was just an amazing experience to be there. And so it's like there's so many places I think in this world to see, and it's like I get restless if I stay in a place too long. If you guys look at my YouTube channel and look for the one that's like around 14 minutes, it says Meet Magic, and listen to that. It kind of tells you about who magic is in my life. And I was living in Chicago at the time, and I got a phone call, and I describe what happened from there. And it brought me back to LA. And then what happened once I got back here, my mom had passed. One of the Walmart people were here and found out, so they just grabbed a hold of me, and I started working and doing all their stuff, I did some really fun stuff with them, and it was really beautiful work. She was my, we had so much fun. I mean, we were driving around on a golf cart on 26 acres in Beverly Hills. Am I pools? Yes, we are at Poubelle. Lizzo on YouTube. Yeah, that's cool. Racing. Don't be alone. Yeah, no, we've got a pact that we don't really go far from each other now, just because of all the craziness that's here. Oh, here, wait, let me see. Yes. Have I grace? Yes, definitely. In fact, there's a really beautiful story that Serge was doing some art therapy with a kid that was born in Scientology. And he comes over to our place every once in a while. And you think the guy, it's really hard because where's DOA? I got to tell DOA he hit 1,000.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah.
Jingo number 3.
Yes.
I'm hearing so much about this movie lately.
This was actually a long time ago. Because the Church of Scientology was coming off. They went after the
Yeah, supported him in court.
And one of the victims was drugged in this restaurant. So that's
and the owner and him were like best buddies, and she wrote a character letter. Yeah, no, it's horrible. It's horrible. So we're just protesting, just bringing awareness. Yeah. So, okay, what's the next question? I'll answer some questions, you guys, if you have some questions. I love sharing stories with you. How long ago? Oh, at Arlene, okay. Here's Mr. Serge, everybody. My little guy, it's like so beautiful.
That's what we need to raise awareness so that
people are to understand what's going on. See, people are reading it. That's all they need to do.
I'll go ask DOA what's his new channel. Once he's done with speaking to this lady, I'll ask.
Well, she's looking for the sign. She's not going in, you guys.
Oh, thank you, Holly. Thanks, Holly.
Thank you, Rachel. Yeah. Every time
Thanks, Hot Mess
crime is
Success.
committed,
Love it. Thank you. It's on YouTube. It'll be on YouTube.
today DOA's phone, brand new phone, was attempted to get stolen. Shout out
Yeah,
to
I'll
the
share-
LAPD
I'll
who
share
did
that with
their
them.
job and allegedly did arrest the guy. So hopefully the guy was not just driven around
The block and dropped
block.
off, right?
So far,
the valley that these people were trying to get off the street for like 2 years. And it was just sitting there, but they wouldn't touch it. And nobody was living in it or anything. But because there was a pillow in the front seat, nobody I don't like what he did. Because and the car was messed up. They had already banged in the windows. There were no tires left. I mean, this car was jacked up. But they wouldn't to it because there was a pillow in the front seat.
That gets really into the gray areas of the law with like van life because it's your rent, it's your
we're making progress. We're actually
Yeah, we're making progress. I love it. Thanks.
Oh my God, somebody's smoking some good weed, you guys. All of a sudden, we had a good smell come through.
Good whip.
The skunky smell.
Hold on, guys. Go ahead and say this. I was so exhausted from all the adrenaline because I was there during the day, going in and out. Like there was a group up inside the courthouse, room waiting for you. And you heard about the guy that got banged.
Yeah.
Okay. And so I was going up, down, out, reporting, going up, down, out, reporting, and then finally I was like, we have to go home and take a break for a second because this is going to take a while for you to get out, right? And so then by the end of the night, after dropping you off, I was just like, I'm sore today. My body is sore. It's like a workout, running around up and down and up and down.
All this, and it's not just even the physical. It's the
mental.
Man.
The mental, it drains you.
You have to go, and then you have to. It's like exercise. You have to warm up.
Yep.
And then you go to your main exercise, and then there's a cool down.
There's a cool down.
And then there's a rest.
Yep.
And then rinse and repeat.
Exactly. Because I had a hip replacement like 5 months ago.
Oh.
So my body was like, all my muscles and all that. So this has been like a perfect exercise for me. I'm like, oh my God, this is great.
I cry. I went through such an emotional roller coaster.
I cried when you walked out. I was just to see your little blue eyes with a big smile on your face. You're like,
I felt like I won the lottery before I even got out, before I saw anything.
Yeah, you guys.
So it was like I won like multiple lotteries, and just like I felt that was probably one of the biggest moments of my life.
Oh my God!
And I was like just so grateful, and even for Josiah to get out.
Yeah.
I was really concerned about him getting out, and yeah,
it was so beautiful.
Amazed at everybody, and I wanted to make sure I came back right away. Be like, I'm not afraid.
I call it being unstoppable.
Yeah, I went through all that fear because I just seriously, in the morning I was ready to move home, like go back to work, and if I have work, but I don't like working. I'd rather do this.
Right. Yeah.
And I really was completely defeated, and to go from that to be like, I'm getting everything done that I need to get done now. Like, I'm gonna get a lawyer. I'm gonna go to the dentist. There's all these things that I've been wanting to get done. I haven't had the money to do. I'm gonna get it all. Like, it went from this extreme to like, I'm gonna have everything I need, and I'm so happy.
Well, because you're doing a mission here that's so beautiful,
Well, and it's all of us too.
Yeah. Well, it's like, and I'm connected to all the kids.
Yeah.
That were in.
Yeah, and I think that's what is making it. It's, they're feeling the first generation of these children coming up.
Yeah.
It's so horrible that it's not going to happen again.
No, it's not. It's not going to happen again. Well, it's still happening right now.
Oh, it's still happening now, but
it's still happening right now.
The way this is growing, it's snowballing.
Yeah.
That arrest is snowball. There was 5 people here yesterday that just came to stand here.
Yeah.
He came out like it just motivated people to come out and just stand here. You don't even have to like say anything. You don't have to just be here. And that is such an amazing thing. And these smaller channels were using that, like Natalie is using that platform to build the smaller channels because we just need to spawn streamers.
That's it. That's like I always tell it. Yeah. In fact, here, tell everybody if they don't know what your new channel is.
The Lore of VOA.
Okay. Yeah.
LORE. The Lore of VOA.
Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. One of my mods put it up earlier for you. Yeah.
Yeah. And some of these people in here are influencers, but they're using that influence for protecting people.
Yeah.
And these influencers are using it to build up other people and to stop the victimization of people. And it's a double-sided sword. It could be used for good or used for bad.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's
I didn't realize. I had told my dad because my dad's like,
what the fuck?
Well, my dad. I finally talked to my dad this morning.
Right. Okay. Oh.
And I had to call my friend Kelly because the last time I got arrested in Virginia, they called my parents being concerned.
Right.
And I was like, why'd you call my parents? Don't tell them. Like, all they're going to do is worry while I'm in jail.
Right.
My mom especially.
Right.
So I didn't call him. Well, my dad's actually been watching the YouTube. Like I've been streaming for 2 years, and he was watching.
Oh my God.
He was watching somebody else's channel that were just like 2-minute clips of what I was doing.
Oh, right.
He didn't even watch mine because it was like hours of live streaming, right? But he's been watching. He's like, oh yeah, Serge, and he's like Natalie and Aaron. Like he knew all the people, and he's like, I was waiting to get a message to you. Like I was like, I didn't even know you, you know. So he said that when he saw, he watched me come out, and he was like so relieved, and so like, but we've gone through so much over 10 years from my original case 10 years ago,
Right.
and never really. I pretty much lost in the big scheme of things, the time and everything, but it was the experience and all that I went through that has made me who I am. I had to go through all those experiences.
Our path that we travel is intentional. The universe brings us to where we're supposed to be. There's no mistakes, you know, for some of us. Like I've been blessed. I've had this magical life throughout life, you know, just being an artist and doing things. And then I met Serge. I mean, I was like in my 20s, and I went in there and took the personality test because I'm an actor.
Yeah.
And so I would go in there and I did the personality test, and then they tried to put me on the cans, and I was like, something's fucked up here. This is wrong. And I walked out. And then 15 years later, I was in their building right here, their little like event space right there, filming a Hallmark special. And they were all standing around just watching us. And I was like, God, get me out.
A Hallmark special?
Yeah, we were filming it, right? They rented it out, right? And so they were just waiting to get you to go back in for the personality test. And I was like, get me out of here. And then I met Serge, and then once we got married and I started understanding what was going on in there, I'm like, oh my God, this has got to stop. This is horrible what they're doing to kids. What they did to kids and what they're doing to kids.
And I think everyone's getting the message out. When
Which
I went
is
to
so beautiful.
When we went to the LAPD pound, the guy running the LAPD pound knew about streets.
Right.
They got me in the transport, and the guy comes over to the cops. They're like, "Oh, what division are you? Hollywood? Oh, Scientology." And my wife watches it on TikTok, and it's like, that is, I mean, and I keep saying it, NBC was here and did an interview. NBC did an interview. Like that's from 2 weeks ago, from nothing to NBC, New York Times, LA Times. We're making an effect. We're making some noise.
And they're feeling it.
Yeah.
They're feeling it.
There's no. I mean, this place. When that first day I came, they had this whole place all food. They were all eating food. Everyone was happy. And it takes time though.
It takes time.
It takes time
steps.
to
It's baby steps.
Yeah.
It's baby steps.
You got to win over the neighborhood. And there'll be like the 100 monkeys effect eventually.
Exactly.
All of a sudden, it's just gonna be like, oh no, I'm not touching this. Even I might agree with them, but I'm not even gonna go there because it's too hot.
Well, and plus, it's like a lot of people don't even know this.
Yes.
You know, that eat here,
they don't know.
They don't know this unless they're from over there.
Yeah, and I think that's why it's us as activists, we have to be very careful how we interact with people who are unbeknownst to that information.
Yes.
Because if you come onto the attack without giving an opportunity for letting them take in that information and process it, they might, whenever you're attacked, you're always going to be on the defensive. And so we have to I believe we have to walk a careful line of interaction with bringing that knowledge to the people.
Just peaceful.
Very peaceful.
Respectfully. There's no reason. Yeah, there's no needed. There's no need for the There's a lot of. I mean, the kids have so much rage inside of them already. You know, it's like when they get around this environment, even though they're on a mission to shut the Scientology down, they get triggered.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I talk to them all the time, and it's like they're like, Michael, oh my God, it was like so hard for me. You know, like Serge, it's like, you know, it's. I mean,
it's personal.
When we legal for them to do that?
No. But I'm
You're on
using a chunk of this money
Yep.
to get a. You know, I'm going to talk with some people, but I am full blown going to get a lawsuit. Whether they're putting charges on me, I don't care about the phones. I mean, I care about them, but I don't. I got my whatever.
You got your life.
Yeah. You're
who
I
you
have.
are, you're-
What makes me powerful is because I don't have much that I'm attached to. So you can take everything from me, but what's important to me, friends, relationships with friends, and experiences with those friends at places. That is wealth to me. You can take everything else from me because when you go to jail, that's what they do. They take everything from you. And so they took my freedom, and that only motivates me. That only motivates me 100 times more to be like, no, I am going to come back. And next time I go to jail, I'm going to get more money if I come out. And I think that it's good that I got that money. And when I get my Cash Apps and Venmo, I want to be able to share exactly how many thousands of dollars came in. Because if somebody else goes in, they know that there's a support system behind
That's
it.
all these people.
Yeah,
That's
it's
all the
all
people.
the chat, all the influencers and their small armies and chat, and the interaction and the interweaving between those chats that make it a unique and an effective protest.
They just posted your channel.
Yeah.
No, it's such a, like when Serge started coming out here, I was like, he'd go and he'd come back and he's like, oh my God, I found my group of people, I love them and all this, right? And then all of a sudden I'm like, well, I want to watch, make sure he's okay.
Yeah.
You know, because I just want to make sure. So that's why we got the body cams now. We've got, you know, anything security. It's like you have to have it, you know, that body cam.
Yeah.
Record.
And people coming.
Yep.
These people coming just standing here. Just it's so much safety. There's safety in numbers.
Well,
safety's in numbers.
And the thing that you may not know about me is the fact that my dad was an LAPD officer.
Yeah, I heard you saying that.
And so when I see these guys pulling the shit that they pull, it triggers me.
I've seen that. It's
Okay.
personal because it's personal to you.
Because my dad was a.
Yeah. There's and this is not unique to this area.
No.
My friend in Florida, it's
look at it in Austin.
Yeah.
It's happening in Austin. They're harassing her right now. That's in Austin.
Right now, today?
Yeah, they were harassing her today. They were saying that she was screaming over 84 decibels and they can't scream over 84. But it's just like it's just a racket. It's corruption.
Yeah.
It's deep.
Yeah. And it's
been going on for a long time.
But there are avenues and there is the areas to get remedy.
Yep.
There are and enough people. It's that 100 monkey effect.
Yep.
And
That's what
sheriffs,
it is. Yep.
And sheriffs could be voted in, and they're supposed to be a representation of the people. And in the city, you're talking commissioner meetings. I know they've been to some of the meetings. I want to get to the LA. I'm going to start talking at the Hollywood city council meetings because that all influences and they might not know what's going on. So we have to get there and spread that message like, hey, this is going on. So that then when something happens, it's like, hey, you guys should know this already.
Hi, how are you doing?
Meet up with you guys. I'm just flying from San Francisco.
Oh, you did. What's your name? Louise. Nice to meet you, Michael.
Yeah, I contributed to you.
Oh, thank you.
So glad you're out.
Oh my God, look at
This is awesome.
It's
I'm so
amazing.
proud of you guys.
Yeah,
Everybody.
it's so beautiful, isn't it?
It is so.
Well, welcome to
Thank you.
our wonderful family that we are so blessed to have out here.
Exactly.
Yay!
So you flew in for the weekend?
No.
Just today?
Yes.
Wow.
I'm actually going on a road trip tomorrow, so I have to fly back.
Oh,
Taking
wow.
the first flight back.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, where you
Flew
go?
out just to come
Just for this.
Oh my,
Oh my God,
gosh.
how special is that?
That's what it's about.
That's
That's
what
what
it's
we're
about. There's
just
100
talking
monkey right
about.
there,
The
you know?
people coming in.
Yeah, it's all the
and-
people
and
here
what
watching us.
What motivated you to come out?
Oh, well, I actually grew up in Clearwater, so I saw it all change.
Oh,
During the 80s and the
no.
90s, and then I haven't been back since until last month. And I was driving through downtown Clearwater, and I'm like, what is going on down here? It is wild.
They own all the buildings down there
It
now.
is wild.
It's crazy. It's like all the buildings even if you look at the titles,
Yeah.
they'll be in people's names, but they're all Scientologists.
It's so crazy.
Yeah. It's all a racket.
Yes, it is.
It's a cult. It's a racket, and the thing is, my husband was born in it, Serge.
So free.
You
I
know.
follow both of you guys.
Yeah, it's so.
Terrifying. Awful.
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah.
The stories I've heard from all the kids that grew up in it. It's like the stories like. It's just like it breaks my heart, and so I'm just here to support them and just this has got to stop.
Yes.
You know, this place. Yeah.
I didn't even know it was across the street. I've been watching this for who knows how long, months now.
Oh right. Yeah. No. Well, they all come.
I'm on my way down there. Yeah.
This is their little hangout. Yep. Well,
I'm so excited.
well, thank you for coming down. Yeah, we really appreciate it. Yeah, no, it's like it's
You were
just.
such a great support for Serge also.
Thank you. Yeah.
Last week we drove over to go watch his band and stay there with it.
I'm not sure about
Thank you. Yeah, no, it's like yeah, it was pretty intense for us to be there watching because everybody was down here and we were the only two up there seeing what was going on with him, and it was horrible.
I watched that live happen, and I was like, then I looked for the helpers, so I looked for you, see what you were doing. And then I was gonna fly out Saturday.
You don't know much about him?
And I was like, I don't know if anybody's going to go out tonight, so I'm glad I didn't. And then today was like my last day.
That's what I thought. Oh,
To where? Oh, nice. Where? Where in Illinois? Chicago? Oh, great. You're going to love it.
I've never been to the Midwest.
Oh, you're going to love the Midwest. I've lived in Chicago. And I just loved it.
I'm so excited.
It's one of my favorite. Yeah.
I only know the West Coast, really. Well, Florida growing up, and then I've been out here since the late 90s.
Oh, you're gonna love it. Well, you know, it's like it's cold as hell during winter.
I know.
Get ready for that, because like I was a California boy and I ended up in Chicago, and I was like, oh my God, what is this? The wind. Just get tight, windy, breaker clothes and all that, and you'll be fine. And it's so beautiful. And the lake.
I'm excited for like seasons and lakes.
People they're like going, oh my God, what are you coming to Chicago for? And I'm like, what? I'm like, are you kidding? I'm like, the seasons are just so beautiful here. And they're like, oh, the people that grew up there, then of course they want to come to California. I said, I lived in California 20 years. I was like, I was out of here, you know?
Well, I'm excited for a change. It'll be a big change.
Yay. So that's your road trip, huh?
No, we're actually going to go all over Northern California first.
Oh, beautiful.
Hey, Jamin, see you later.
Have a good one.
Hey, nice to see you. Good you're out.
Good night,
bye.
baby.
See you later.
Uh-huh,
Hopefully
see
see
you
you
later.
tomorrow, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. Bye.
Some guy in a white hat was talking to you. That he's an FBI agent named Alexis Bergoni.
There you
Alexis
go.
Bergoni. Yeah,
He's an FBI agent.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
So,
what they're saying.
When I don't remember talking to him.
When did this happen, guys?
thank you,
They're
Carl.
the best detectives.
I know,
the best.
Yeah, but no, that's gonna be so fun for you. I love road trips.
So yeah, we're gonna go through the city, down Pacifica.
Oh, I'm sorry.
River
That's
up to the
important
mountains.
right there.
Nice.
My son and I.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Oh, and when you're there to do road trips there,
I'm so excited.
oh my God, the
There's
country,
so much room
the
for activity.
farms and everything. It's like, oh, you're gonna, and the people are, the Midwest people are just so lovely. For your son is gonna be so. How old is your son?
He's 23.
Oh, he's gonna love that. Oh my God, what an adventure for you.
Really, it really is.
Yeah, it's
and
gonna
I
be-
was like, what a great way to like launch it.
Yeah, this
Come
is.
down here.
Yes. Did you get to meet Serge?
10 years ago.
He's around here somewhere. Where is Serge? Yeah, I have to go find Serge. He's out of my way.
Just walk a little straighter there, honey. Have a great day.
Oh,
there you go.
Probably. She's a little nasty. Let me see. So, Serge, say your name again for me. Louise.
Hi, nice to meet you.
She flew in just tonight, just to be here tonight.
And
and she
flying
follows
back,
you, me,
first flight
and
out.
yeah.
Yes, my
So
pleasure. I'm really proud of you guys.
yeah. This is great. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, no, but it's like, it's so you're gonna love Chicago. You're gonna love Chicago. The food, the hot dogs, watch out for the pizza. I mean, the pizza I like. I don't like the deep dish. I like the. I lived in Italy for a while, Florence, and the pizza there is like that's pizza. You know, like that's pasta. And so there's a couple places here that are kind of that. But yeah, I didn't like the deep dish. It's too much. Sorry guys, I got you to my back here. So, well, how fun for your son? Is he excited?
We lived a little bit.
I was nightly at Lock
So, are you in Arizona?
No, I moved to the Bay Area.
I have 2 months. Vanessa was in the house really like at Amy, and I had walked out.
How do you
For work.
For work?
And then
You know what? Totally different place. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
I've lived in San Diego, all over the Bay Area.
One of the places after Chicago, I moved to Columbia, Missouri. Okay, which is like right, but then I was the same way. I was like, I wasn't sure about it, and then I got there. I'm a designer, and I do like Christmas stuff and all that. I was just telling my followers and all this, and I'm like a celebrity designer in Beverly Hills, and I do all this crazy stuff, right? And so when I got to Columbia, Missouri, like here I'm a small fish in a big pond. When I got to Missouri, I was a big fish in a small pond because there was only 76,000 people in the town, Columbia. It was a college town. But it was where the Walmart people were. And they found out who I was, and then I started working with all their associates, doing all their trees. Then one of them moved here, then I came back out here, then I met Serge, and we've been out here for a while now. I'm trying to get the hell out of here, you know?
It was so fun when it was not now. I don't know what's happening to it.
Well, it's like, you know, it's just like a busy city. It's a busy city, and it's just like, you know, there's so much. I was just saying to my live, it's like, I've lived in so many places. I've lived in New York, I've lived in Chicago, I've lived in Denver, I've lived in Florence, Italy, I've lived here several times, I've moved back here, and I love moving. I love experiencing different parts of the world, and I love traveling. It's like I travel all the time, and I love it.
That's what I'm excited about too. There's so much stuff I've never done over on that side of the United States.
Yeah, the Midwest is. I mean, it's right to the people. Are just so beautiful.
Do you know how many the people I work with? I'm like, oh, I'm moving to Chicago. Not one person has said anything bad about it.
No.
Besides the weather, but to be expected.
Yeah,
Other
no.
than that, nobody has ever poo-pooed it.
Yeah, well, you're gonna get there right at the end of the weather.
Thank goodness.
You know, so you're
ease into it next
year. You're gonna ease into it for next year, but you're just. I mean, there's so much for him to do there. He's just gonna be love it. It's just such a beautiful city.
I know. I'm so excited. He wants to work at a golf course.
Yeah.
And then I already told my landlord. She's like, do you need to use the garage? I'm like, yeah. First thing I'm gonna do is buy some bicycles. We can do that there.
That, you know what? That's the best thing. I had a hip replacement I want to say 5 months ago, and I got an electric bike.
Yes. Somebody else told me about electric bike today, as a matter of fact.
I got a Wing, W-I-N-G.
Okay.
I did it. Yeah, I did. It's funny because I did all these studies. You guys, if you guys ever get a bike, electric bike, look at Wing, W-I-N-G. It's my favorite. I did a whole spreadsheet of all the different electric bikes that were out there.
Yeah.
And
those were the best.
And so I narrowed it down to 2. And then I called the company of both of them and asked them certain questions. I learned about the motor, I learned about the battery, I learned about the gears, I learned about everything.
I would have never thought about any of that.
The weight and all this, right?
Right.
So then I called Wing, and I must have got the owner. And I started asking all these questions. He's like, oh my God, no one's ever called me and asked me all these questions. Who are you, right? And I sat there and I said, well, I'm a designer and this is what I do. Da, da, da. He sent me a bike.
That's so nice. That is so nice.
He's like, I want you to have a bike. He goes, you're going to be my best word of mouth.
That is so nice.
And I love it.
I have no phone service out here.
Yeah, so.
I'm going to write it in my notes.
Yeah, wing, W-I-N-G. Like a bird. Yeah, he gets.
No, they don't. But they have very specific ones.
Yeah, and they have, different, and they always have cells. So wait for their cells. Wait for their cells and you'll get a decent price, but it's like, to have an electric bike in the city like that, then you'll,
I'm excited.
Yeah.
We're really going to be motoring.
Yeah, you'll love it. And what I did is because in our apartment, I was like, we're like, busting out. I've got a business out of it. You got, multiple businesses and all that. And I'm like, where am I going to put it? And we have vaulted ceilings, so I got a garage bike rack, and I hoist my bike up to the ceiling.
Oh my God, that's so fancy.
So it gets it off the ground.
That is so smart.
And so you can find a wall and you can actually hoist your bikes up like that.
That is so smart.
Yeah. I'm like,
I
hyped her up. I was like, you should this is, here, I'll give you this. So, like, if you ever wanted to reach out, you can find me through there.
Hell yeah.
Okay?
Oh, yes. Thank you.
That's one of our companies. We do holistic wellness for pets.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Just because a convicted, indicted felon wrote it on a piece of paper, have you raped with a child, that's all it took.
Serge is,
why?
Look at guys, Serge is going. Yeah, look at him.
In
You're
what
so
world
cute.
is the First Amendment right? Break the law, and then all of a sudden you can break it just because
Well, that was so wonderful that you came down.
I'm so excited. I'd like 1:30 this afternoon. I was like, I'm just going to do it. Want the tickets.
Boom.
I'm just going to do it.
That's great. I mean, that's what life's about.
Yes, exactly.
Is when it comes to you.
I have got to remember that, so.
Yeah, no. I always tell, here, I'll turn around.
Grown-ass man can kiss 7-year-old little girls, and it's a 7-year-old
Oh, they're looking.
girl who has a problem.
He's upset. I always say,
New York Times
do you have a
editorial
physical
board,
body?
make it
And then you have a soul to your spirit.
corrupt
So
idiots.
you have a physical and you have your universal, right?
Imbeciles.
Those two need to be in alignment. And when they're in
Normalize
alignment,
child abuse
you need to follow your
in an
alignment.
industrial
Okay, you need to
size
always
scale.
keep them in alignment,
New
because
York
if you're out of
Times editorial
alignment,
board.
then you're not
You
on the
have
path
nothing
that you're
to
supposed to
say.
be on.
You have
Exactly
nothing to
where I'm
print.
right now.
You have
Okay.
nothing to
That's
retract.
why I thought moving out to the Bay Area would change my life.
A
It did
convicted,
not.
indicted felon has
I'm
how
interested
many
in really
weeks on the
crazy.
New York
Just
Times
go for
top
it.
bestseller
Yeah, no.
book?
Just follow your instincts and just follow your heart. And it's like, and when something in your life, guys, listen to this. If something in your life's not working, I always say, make a list of what's not working. Okay? This is not working. Why is it not working, right? Then you make another list over here and you write what you want instead of what's not working. Okay? So then the trick is, instead of looking at what's not working, pivot and start looking at what you want instead, and stay focused on that, and the universe will bring that to you.
I need.
Yep.
Really need a really big change.
So you're doing a big pivot right now,
What world are we a fucking
and it's
devil?
beautiful. It's beautiful.
I love it. I'm really excited. I'm glad this is all
Children are
happening
being
too.
abused.
This is
Yeah.
a
Where's
moment
the adults
in time.
standing
It
up
is.
for that abuse?
It is.
It
Where
really
are
is.
they?
It is.
It's gonna change
Where are the
so
Scientology
much.
parents?
It's changing.
God knows.
I mean,
First
when
hand,
I
what
was
gets done, what gets role
growing up
played
here in
on
LA, my
kids.
mom was on the show.
By
She
all
did
means,
work
Scientology
with-
parents,
work
get on the
with-
record
Okay,
and
so she
defend
worked
your
on that
damn
show. She
self.
was a stand-in.
Try it. Try it for a second.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah, so she was on it for all the 10, 11 years it was running. So she got me in the business. So I became an actor as a kid, right? So I did, you guys will like this. I don't know if I ever told you guys this. It's like one of the things I did, which was really cool, is like Remember MacGyver? You remember MacGyver? Whenever he tie a bomb, they were in my hand.
No way.
Yes. Yeah. Random fact is like, you know, a lot of the time when MacGyver was tying the bombs on the show, he'd be filming something and he didn't have really nice hands, so they would hire a hand model, and I became a hand model.
Joey Tribbiani.
Yeah, it was crazy, right? Exactly. Yeah, so I just like ended up doing all these crazy things, you know? Yeah, so I went in there to take the personality test because in all the acting magazines and all that, they'd have free acting classes. Come to Scientology, will further your career. So like everybody, all of my friends are all going in there taking the test because they're like, oh, da da da. And then I was just like, you know what? This is horrible. I said, something's wrong with this. And I went right there. And I turned around and I walked out. And then 15 years later, they have a pavilion right here. You see the pavilion right there with the green roof right there. You can barely see it through the trees. I was filming a Hallmark special for Christmas, and that's where we were filming. It was in there, and all these Scientologists were standing all around just staring at us. And it was so eerie.
That's how it was driving through Clearwater when I was little.
Yeah, no, it's horrible. We went to Clearwater. We went there to do a police report, and he was being interviewed by the Tribune.
Tampa Bay Tribune?
Yeah. But they were like in the pocket of Scientology. The police in the pocket of Scientology. The police here in the pocket of Scientology.
Exposing themselves at this point.
Yeah, it was called. Serge is just letting off some steam. This is also, you know, it's so intense, and all the kids are here this weekend. You know, a lot of them are here. A lot of them are protesting in Austin, and so. But yeah, it was called "All I Want for Christmas," and it was like this little boy. All he wanted was like, his, I guess his dad passed away in the Hallmark special. So all he wanted was mom to have a new husband, a new dad. And so I was one of the guys that was dancing with the mom, doing the tango and all that there. And there was a bunch of us guys there, so she was like on like speed dating with us.
No way.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Yeah, I've done a lot of fun little stuff. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I've been like, it's like, my first gig was like, I did, when I was like, I think I was like 18, I was on a Mountain Dew commercial. And I worked one day, and the commercial went into, you can go by, the commercial went into like 4 spots, and I ended up making $30,000 at 18 off of one commercial. I'm like, I like this, you know? Yeah, it's pretty fun. Fun stuff, guys.
Did you grow up here?
I grew up here, yeah. Yeah, I grew up here. My dad was an LAPD officer. So that's one thing for me. Yeah, that's one thing that I didn't really realize when I started coming out here with the kids and seeing all these cops and how they're just like so in the pocket of Scientology and the corruption. I remember when my dad would come home, he'd get his buddies on the phone, or a kid on the street became a cop, and they'd come down and he'd have beers, and the shit they would talk about. And my dad was abusive. I remember one time my dad was beating my mom and I up, and just slamming us against the wall. And all of a sudden I called 911 and I called the police. And all of a sudden they came to the door, and I opened up the door really quick, and all of a sudden my dad walked up and showed his badge. They said, "Have a nice day." Turned around and walked away. And I just got slammed right against the wall. So this has been like, for me, a little triggering being out here, which I was like, oh my God, I'm reliving that whole life.
I think it really is triggering tons of people in totally different ways.
Yeah.
And it is engaging. It is so engaging. I'm so glad this is happening.
Yeah. And he, yes. Let's get him going here. What time's your flight tomorrow? 6 in the morning? Good. Early. Yeah, it's hard, right? It's really hard to hear that because that's pain. You know, that's pain. You know, it's like getting the word across. It's getting the word across, but it's painful. It's really painful. Yes, misinformed. Thank you, love. Regards. Thank you. You know, it's like someone's trying to ask me, going to ask me a question. But like for me, it's like I like had this magical life going on, and I've had a magical life my whole life.
This
Serge, why the Scientology or in my city is a one-bedroom apartment? Because they probably have 30 people inside of it living there. If I understand the question. But yeah, no, I had like a wonderful childhood, and besides my dad, you know?
Right.
But my life has been in alignment. Yep, in alignment. And just, hey, mister, how are you tonight? Good to see ya. Hi, mister. And then I think like Serge and all these other kids, they didn't get a chance to discover their life. Oh, no, they didn't. They never got a chance to. They never got, on a dating app. They never got a chance to live a life with their talents were, what they wanted to do in life, or not at all. 24/7 they're doing.
Criminal.
It's criminal.
And then what? Like, how do you face that?
Oh, it's hard. There's corruption. I mean, there's some good cops out there. There's some good cops, but it's hard. You know, these guys are nasty. They go up on the hill here, and they sit there on their phones watching our lives.
I saw it all happen last Friday. I was like, what is going on? Because the vibe was off for a little bit. It just escalated out of nowhere.
Well, there's, you know, I was at a party. I think I've said this before. I was at a party and I met this one cop that actually, he left the force because he just said, I just can't be here any longer because it's so corrupt. And it's been that way since my dad was in there, and it was that way before he even got in there, and it's just so sad. You know, they get into the pocket of these people that end up like, they make more money off hours than they do on hours. So then when they're on hours, they support the people that they make all the money from. So all their events, in fact, that place where I did the Hallmark over there, that right there where I did the Hallmark show, they actually give that. I've been told this allegedly. I'll say allegedly. Give it to the LAPD to actually have their Christmas party. And then they give them like $20,000 plus a year as a donation. It's just corrupt. I mean, if you're in LA, you saw Karen Bass when she was running. She actually came here and actually was doing a ribbon cutting, and people started going, oh, no, 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 and then she backed away from Scientology. Yeah, he's just like,
Never visited the hotels when I was there as a child. Never did an inspection to make sure that they weren't running some rampant illegal drug house. Scientology attorneys are nowhere to be found except to say, oh yeah, literally abusing your child is just something you were very confused about, but you love supporting what the hell you just did.
yeah, and I say that to people all the time. Is like, if you guys are hearing something that triggers you, take a break. Back, go to. There's other channels you can watch as well. You can you go to someone else's channel for a moment, but it's tough. I mean, like I was saying, here, let me turn this around here. Like I was saying, it's like, when I was growing up, I got to do so many wonderful things. I got to go surfing at the beach all the time. I got to buy cars. I got to, be in movies. I got to do television. I got to do so much. I got to live my dreams. I got to be an artist. These kids never had a chance to do that.
They already saw it.
So think about it like that. Think about these kids. They didn't get a chance to live. Small towns are like, that's what I was talking about earlier. Is like, I lived in Columbia, Missouri, and it was so beautiful, and the people were like, it was a whole different place. Small towns are like incredible, and it's a community. But when you're in a big city like this, I mean, look at what's going on in Austin right now, and look at what happened to DOA. He just drove up to the Scientology building up in Vegas and just was there for 5 minutes, and there was 7 cop cars that came and told him, what are you doing? I mean, it's horrible. It's horrible. I mean, I don't, it's like, I lived with it. I lived it. I lived it.
We're all doing it. We all keep up with the Joneses. We all just do the same thing, and that's all it took. If we all do it, then it must be okay. That must be legal.
Yeah, that guy just walked into Lava Bell.
Oh, what's that?
That's DOA.
Right. No. Do we know who that is?
No, we don't know what he is, but you see what he was saying. He's like, be careful of him. He's a snake.
I got him.
Yeah, I got him too, and that's why I have this. That's why we have these now. Yeah, it's important. Yeah. I think Jess is having fun up on the van. She's like a little bird up on the van up there. I mean, look at her. She's funny. Look at her. Oh, Serge and I met on a dating app. And I went to pick him up. and I walked in his apartment. And I saw art. Yeah, I have a body cam. It's filming all the time. It's being uploaded to the cloud as it films, so nothing gets missed. It's everything for safety. I got Serge one as well, so he's wearing one right now as well. It's just for our safety, because you see what's been happening out here. But yeah, so Serge and I, we met on a dating app, and it was just so cute, because like when I walked in and I saw his photographs on the wall, and I just was like, oh my God, he's totally into art, and I'm an artist, and I was just like, oh my God, he's like so cute, he's like so adorable. And he looks a lot younger than he actually is, which is really fun, And so it was like, really, we just clicked at the very first time, and just like, it's been magical ever since. We just, love each other, we adore each other, and we just support each other, And for him coming out here and just being able to say all this stuff, it's a form of therapy. Yeah, Serge looks like a little. You see him dancing, right? You see him dancing all the time. If you haven't seen him dancing, you should see his dancing. It's like the best dancer in the world. It's like so cute. And he puts on his little high heels, and it's like, I remember the first night that I met him, or that weekend, he was having an art show downtown. And so I went down there and I saw him, and he was dressed up. He was wearing high heels, and I was like, oh my God, look how cute and just open and loving he was. And his art was like so amazing, and it was just like, it was pure magic. It was like we just adore each other. We've been together now for 5 years, married for 4 years.
Yeah. Child calls imprisonment, whether you call it Scientology, Mormonism, or whatever in the hell you want to call it.
I gotta get Serge out of here, I think, soon, because I gotta get home. I've just the whole last week, you guys. Last week, it seems last week, but just a few days ago with DOA, it was stressful. It was like. It was so, for me, it was just like, my heart just goes out to him, and it's just like everything that happened, yeah, it was heavy. And it was just like, by the end of that night, I know I got off my station really quick, because I got to a point where I lost my voice, and I was drained, and I'm still feeling it today. So, and we're gonna have a busy weekend, so I think I'm gonna go grab Mr. Serge here and see if he's ready to head home.
Yeah, I am positive, and they're going to pick you up.
Ready,
right
boobies?
there. They're not going to go to Jackson.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me say goodbye to a few people, and then we'll get some rest. Okay. Beautiful.
I'm gonna hug you guys back.
See you maybe tomorrow or somewhere along.
Yeah, I want to come tomorrow. You want to come tomorrow?
Okay.
Bye, guys. I have her back up.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye, you guys.
Bye, guys. See you. Bye, guys. Let me say goodbye. Be good, guys. We'll see you tomorrow, maybe. See you tomorrow. Peace. Bye.
Back it up.
Back it up. Come on. See you tomorrow. Bye. Enjoy your journey. Enjoy your journey. Oh, enjoy your journey. Oh my God.
I'm really proud of you guys. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. We'll enjoy. Yeah. Say hi. Yeah. You'll find my number there. Say hi. Okay. Because I've got friends in Chicago that I could probably hook you up with. Okay. Okay.
Prayers for BOA.
I came. Yeah, I love you guys, man. I think you guys are both great, and I really look forward to coming and see your art studio.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You have to come hang with us
And
next
you guys,
time.
winos at all? You guys drink wine or no?
No, I'm sober.
You're sober.
18 years.
Wow, and you too?
I never drank.
He doesn't really drink. No. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I woke up one day, my doctor looked at me and goes, you know what, you're beating yourself up. And he goes, you either live or you could die. What do you want to do? And I
have a question for you.
I go, I want to live. He goes, okay, quit drinking. And I just stop.
Okay.
That's good. That's good. I try never. I feel bad sometimes if I ask someone who's drinking, they don't. And I'm not a big drinker.
No, I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what?
No, but
I don't.
it's
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Affidavit filed, but I forget what is the guy's name. He filed an affidavit under testimony that they are stockpiling weapons and explosives.
The gold base.
Guns for sure. That's the only one I know for sure I saw.
Yeah.
The other one I don't know.
Hey, thank you guys so much. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Okay.
Have
love
a
you.
good one.
All right.
They do.
All right.
Thank
Have a good
you.
night. Hey guys. Thank you so much for being here as always. Your love and your support means so much to all of us. I mean, you heard DOA and just the support that you guys gave him. It's just like, it's just amazing and it's just so beautiful. And I'm just grateful that you guys are here with us because you're our eyes as well. So everybody go have a beautiful night. We'll see you tomorrow. And I'm Michael and I am out. Peace.